Welcome back to Luke's Properties YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how my student Aman has agreed on her first rent-to-rent deal from just 7 weeks after joining our program. I'm going to walk you through the exact steps, how she did it, how I helped her, and how I can help you too. So if you're trying to get your first rent-to-rent deal, then this video is for you. Let's get into it. So Aman got her first rent-to-rent deal in 7 weeks. It's a 4-bedroom house, and once it's tenanted, she's going to make around £700 to £750 per month in net profit. And her startup cost for this deal is going to be around £3,000. That's going to include her first month's rent to the landlord. We're negotiating a rent-free period, so there's going to be no deposit, and she's going to spend around £2,000 on furniture. She's going to make around £9,000 a year from this rent-to-rent deal. Not bad for a £3,000 investment. So she's going to treble her money in 12 months. And over 5 years, she's going to more than 10x her capital invested. So this is a great deal. Now let's walk through how she done it. So the first thing she did was she joined my program. I have a program that helps people start their rent-to-rent business, and I guarantee anyone who joins the program 1 to 3 rent-to-rent deals in 6 months. Now here's the things that Aman's done. She joined our program 7 weeks ago. She paid for a mentor who has done exactly what she wants to do. So I have a rent-to-rent business. I started my rent-to-rent business 7 years ago. My rent-to-rent business makes 6 figures every single year in profit. I know exactly what I'm doing. I've taught numerous other people how to start their rent-to-rent businesses. So Aman chose to employ me as her mentor because I've done what she wants to do. So that's an intelligent decision from Aman. She invested in herself to gain a higher value skill. So most of you that are watching this, you probably work 9 to 5s. Maybe you earn around £30,000 to £40,000 a year. Whatever your 9 to 5 job is, it probably isn't a high value skill in today's day and age. Whereas starting your own rent-to-rent business is a high value skill because you can get paid very well and you don't need to work 40 hours a week to do so. Whereas in a 9 to 5 job, you're going to be working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, more than likely for the next 40 years to earn around £30,000 to £40,000. This one rent-to-rent deal that Aman's just got is going to pay her around £700 a month, and she only needs to work around 1 to 2 hours a day to run her rent-to-rent business. So 2 more deals like this and she'll be making between £2,100 to £2,500 in profit from 3 rent-to-rent properties. That's going to replace her income, and once she's replaced her income, she can quit her job as a teacher. She's then going to only work a couple hours a day on her rent-to-rent business rather than working 8 hours a day. Once she's done this, she can carry on acquiring rent-to-rent properties, and the sky's the limit. She can build her business up to £5,000 a month, £10,000 a month, even £20,000 a month, like 2 of my students did, Sam and Milad. The sky's the limit for Aman. And that's the amazing thing about rent-to-rent. You can build a business that makes you 5 to 10 times more than your current salary, and you only need to work a couple of hours a day rather than 8 hours a day. So you can earn more and work less. It's a no-brainer. So learning a high-value skill is certainly something that I would advise you to do if you're an ambitious person, like myself, like Aman, like all of my success students. So she's invested in herself to gain a high-value skill by joining our program and by learning how to build a rent-to-rent business. She's bet on herself to do the work. Now my program involves whoever joins to do some work. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I share with you all the resources and tools that I use in my business. I coach my students every week, one-on-one on Zoom. My students get full access to me on WhatsApp. We speak pretty much every day. I give you the work and the tasks to do, the work that I do day to day. You plug the systems and processes into your business, and then you get the same results as me. It's quite simple, but there is work involved. So Aman made a bet on herself to do the work necessary to get the result, the work that I set her, the same work that I do day in, day out. So by doing this, she's paid down her ignorance debt by learning something new. A lot of you don't understand what ignorance debt is, but there's a debt to your ignorance, a cost. If you're earning £30,000 to £40,000 a year and working 8 hours a day for 40 hours a week, when you could be earning £100,000 a year by working 2 hours a day in your rent-to-rent business, then you have an ignorance debt of around £60,000 to £70,000. There's a cost to your ignorance. There's a cost to your lack of knowledge. By not knowing a certain skill, you're missing out on making more money and working less. So Aman has paid down her ignorance debt by learning something new. Now let's look at the actual work that she's done. So these first few points are psychological decisions that she's had to make, and these decisions show her character. She's obviously ambitious, and when I first spoke to Aman on our first call before she joined our program, she said to me she has a young family of 4 and she wants to be able to take them on holiday without worrying about money. And because she's a teacher and she gets paid for her labor, her time, she can't just up sticks and go on holiday for 2 weeks because she won't get paid in that time. Whereas if she has a rent-to-rent business, she can go and travel around as much as she wants because she'll still be getting paid from her rent-to-rent business regardless of if she's in the UK or not. Once she sets the business up properly, once she sets the systems up properly, she can work from her phone or her laptop anywhere in the world. And that's the beauty of rent to rent. Your income isn't tied to your labor. You don't have to trade your time for money. You can work for a couple of hours a day on your laptop on a beach if you choose to. And this is the life that Aman wants. So that's why she's made these decisions. She's got a very strong reason why. She wants to be able to spend more time with her family and live life on her own terms. Buy back some of her time and build a business that makes her money rather than her having to earn money herself. Build a business with systems and employees that generate income for her so that she can travel with her family and do whatever she pleases. So she has a strong reason why, and that triggered her to make these decisions. Now, the actual actionable steps that Aman took were the following. She sent 400 to 500 landlord letters, so marketing letters to landlords in her investment area, offering her services. She sent 100 messages on online portals, OpenRent, Gumtree, etc. She went on 20 viewings all around her investment area, and she travelled to different investment areas to do viewings too. She made 3 offers, one of which got turned down. The other one, the landlord chose to go with someone else. And on her 3rd offer, she got her first deal, which is the one she's about to get the keys to. So this is the action that she took. She took massive action. She's done all of this in the last 7 weeks. Here's some of the adversity that she went through to get to this result. So while she was doing all of these viewings, her car broke down, but somehow she managed to borrow another one and she carried on doing viewings. So she didn't let her car breaking down stop her. She got stood up a couple times on viewings, so landlords didn't turn up, agents didn't turn up. She had driven all the way there and they wasted her time. Again, she didn't let that stop her. She nearly got scammed once by an agent that she was speaking to on Facebook, I think. He wanted her to meet her at the property, but he wouldn't show her inside. He was going to airdrop her images of the property rather than showing her inside and allowing her to do a viewing. This sounded very shady. He wasted quite a lot of Aman's time, and eventually we decided to stop speaking to him because it felt like a scam. It felt like he was trying to get her to agree to something without showing her inside the property, which is a huge no-no and a red flag, to be honest. So she nearly got scammed. She's also a mum of 4, so she's got 4 kids. She managed to do all of this outreach whilst juggling a family of 4 and working. So she's done all of this juggling a job as a teacher. So that's quite a lot of adversity that she's been through, and she still managed to do all of her work and get stuff done. And that's why she's where she is now, about to collect the keys to her first rent-to-rent property. So here's how I helped Aman. We spoke on WhatsApp every day. So I was able to give Aman real-time advice. I was able to give her constructive criticism, tell her what she should be saying, what she shouldn't say in real time. We speak every day. We send voice notes, we send messages to each other, and I'm constantly telling her what she should be doing. And she listens. She takes in the information and then she applies it. She doesn't question what I'm saying to her. She allows me to be a mentor to her, and she's the student, and a very good student at that. She takes in the information and immediately applies it. We've also had quite a few one-on-one mentoring sessions over the last 7 weeks. Every week we meet up on a Monday normally in the afternoon, and I coach Aman. I give her some tasks to do for the week. I see if I can improve what she's doing, her pitch, what she's saying, how she's saying it. I look at some deals with her. I go over the numbers with her. I basically hold her hand through the process and give her my expert opinion so that she doesn't make any mistakes and so that she can get her desired result in a shorter amount of time. I've also given her emotional and psychological support. So when things have been difficult for her, when she's gone through some adversity, when she's faced rejection, I've helped her with her mindset. I've informed her that I've been there too, so have many of my success students, and I've reminded her that this is just part of the process. So whenever she's feeling down or discouraged, I've realigned her and got her back on the horse, got her back doing the action, the outreach that will get her results. Ultimately, I gave her the blueprint and she followed it very well, may I add. So by Aman deciding to join my program, deciding to pay for a mentor who's done what she wants to do, by investing in herself to gain a high value skill, which is rent to rent, by betting on herself to do the work, and by paying down her ignorance debt by learning something new, Aman took the first steps to getting her first rent-to-rent deal. Then she took massive action. She sent out hundreds of landlord letters. She sent hundreds of messages online. She committed to 20 viewings. She made 3 offers and she got her first deal. She handled adversity. Her car broke down. She got stood up on viewings. She nearly got scammed. She's a mum of 4 juggling a job as a teacher. and she still got it done. I helped her by speaking to her every day on WhatsApp. I coached her one-on-one every single week on Zoom. I gave her emotional and psychological support. I gave her the blueprint and she followed it. And as a result of all of this, she got her first rent to rent deal. Her expected profit works out to be £9,000 a year from a £3,000 investment. Here's the workload that she took, guys. Massive outreach, massive action at the top of the funnel. Out of that massive action, she got 20 viewings booked. Out of those 20 viewings, she made 3 offers. And out of those 3 offers, she got her first deal. All of this in the last 7 weeks. Bear in mind, my program is a 6-month program. So this is one of our biggest successes to date, to get someone their first rent to rent deal in just 7 weeks. I can't take the credit, it's down to Aman. This is what happens when an ambitious person meets a good mentor and they have a good synergy. She's allowed me to be a good mentor. I've supported her and guided her. She's done the work. She stayed the course even when things got difficult, and as a result of that, she's about to be making £750 per month from her first rent to rent deal. 2 more of these and she can quit her job and she can book that first holiday with her children, which will be a very special moment. Now, if you think you're a similar character to Aman, you're ambitious and you want to replace your income with a rent to rent portfolio and work 2 hours a day rather than 8 hours a day and make your income semi-passive rather than active income, then you should do this too. If you need someone to help you build your rent to rent business, then I'll put a link in the description below. Click the link and you'll be able to book in a free call with myself. On that call, we'll make a plan for you going forward and we'll work out if we're a good fit to work together. If not, then just copy what Aman's done, stick to the plan, get the work done, and you can be in this position too. You just have to believe it first. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.